Sudden superstorm ravages Sichuan, leaving cities flooded and farmlands ruined. Sichuan province in southwestern China was struck by a violent superstorm on daytime placeholder, unleashing chaos across urban centers and rural communities in under an hour. What began as a bright afternoon quickly turned into disaster as the skies darkened, followed by hailstones the size of golf balls, hurricane-force winds, and torrential rain.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。
Destruction. In major cities, roads were overwhelmed within minutes, with floodwaters rising waist-high in some low-lying neighborhoods. Subway stations closed, while air travel and high-speed rail services faced widespread delays. Power lines and transformers were knocked out, plunging over 100,000 households into darkness. Communication networks faltered as cell towers and street infrastructure collapsed. Authorities rushed to set up temporary charging stations, water points, and shelters for affected residents. Businesses also bore the brunt. Shopping malls, markets, and warehouses reported smashed windows, water damage, and spoiled goods.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。
Rural devastation. The countryside suffered equally severe losses. Hail-shredded orchards, tea plantations, and vegetable fields, while greenhouses were pierced and left unusable. Local officials estimate agricultural losses could climb into the tens of millions of dollars. In mountain villages, landslides and mudflows severed access routes, forcing rescue teams to airlift supplies and evacuate residents using helicopters and boats. Farmers fear recovery could take more than a year.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。
Public response and human stories. Videos circulating on Chinese social media show dramatic scenes, hailstones smashing through car roofs and skylights, torrents of rain pouring down stairwells, and lightning illuminating flooded streets. Schools converted gyms and auditoriums into makeshift shelters, while hospitals evacuated vulnerable patients with the assistance of medical staff. Volunteers distributed hot meals, rain ponchos, and tops, while also helping families record damages for insurance claims. Communities set up Wi-Fi hotspots, children's play corners, and psychological counseling desks to support those in need.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。
Expert analysis. Meteorologists explained that Sichuan's unique geography, where mountains meet the basin, creates prime conditions for severe convective storms, with climate change driving global temperatures higher. Experts warn such extreme events will become more frequent and intense. They argue for urgent improvements to drainage systems, building codes resistant to wind and hail, and stronger agricultural insurance mechanisms.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。
Government action. In response, provincial and municipal authorities declared an emergency, dispatching crews to clear debris, restore electricity, and stabilize vulnerable areas. Schools and tourist sites were closed as a precaution. Officials urged residents to remain vigilant over the next 24 to 48 hours, warning that further storms may be possible. The government has pledged financial relief and tax support, while insurance companies opened fast-track lane services. The storm not only left a trail of destruction, but also highlighted the urgent challenge of preparing cities and villages for the growing threat of extreme weather.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。